Morning, everybody. Jason, PJ, Hollis Farms. It has rained just about all night. Cool too. It's 43 right now, and I think the high today is 44. So gonna be cool all day today. I think probably first thing this morning I'm gonna get in something with a roof on it, and just kind of see what we can see. Get somewhere where we can see a long way probably, and just kind of see what's going on. See if we can get a little rut action going on, bucks chasing some does or something. That's my plan right now, but I have got to stop and get gas. I am just about out of gas this morning. Alright, y'all. It's just about to quit raining. We slipped in here. Then PJ is locked and loaded. Boy, she is wired up this morning. Sounds like a horse running around in here in this shooting house. She'll get wore out, take her a nap in a minute. Maybe we'll see some deer. Y'all hear her? She's a mess now. I meant to tell y'all, I got my Milwaukee jacket on. It's not real cold, but I wanted to test the hand pockets. I got just the pockets on to keep my little hands warm, so I'll keep y'all posted and updated and see how this thing works. get a little closer and study on him for a minute. That's an old deer, too. Big old bull looking thing. Just to be a 6-point or something. I'm gonna look at him with my binoculars for a minute. Boy, that thing looks like a bull, don't he? He'd come down this way. He's seeing something down there, ain't he? I thought he was leaving. Man, I wish he'd walk this way. Just so far to kind of look at. Big old deer, though. Ain't seen a lot of action this morning. Still drizzling rain. Come on back down this way. That's a pretty good rack. I don't know if he'll ever make this far. I don't think he's but a 6, maybe a 7 point. I don't believe he is. Golly, he's gonna go in there, ain't he? See if I can show y'all PJ. She's been sleeping for a while. No, don't chew on my zipper. She's starting to wake up. I think this heated jacket's gonna do pretty good. Oh, I believe on one of them, don't chew on my zipper. I believe on them days where it's, I'll let you down a minute. On them days where it's about 20 to low 30s. I probably still need to carry a pair of hot hands with me, but it ain't bad. It keeps cutting off my dang. My battery wasn't charged. I didn't charge it like I was supposed to, but anyway, PJ, I let her run around at the barn for a little while when we got there, and I thought she did her business, but before it got daylight, I got to smelling something. PJ done pooped in the shooting house. But I guess I didn't let her run around long enough at the barn, but I ain't seen much. I think that made 5 right there. It's still raining. But I'd like to see that deer a little closer, big old 6 point. I'm gonna tell y'all, I ain't I hadn't hunted down here in a long time, a lot of turkey hunting. When I was in the deer business, I didn't get to come down here a lot. But I am a little disappointed in what I'm seeing. Just not, there's a lot of mature deer here. We've seen got a lot of mature deer on video. But we're missing something. And I don't think it's, I want to say genetics, but I don't think it's all genetic. I think it's food. We're lacking a lot of food down here. Especially in the pine trees, and y'all been seeing us do some very hard thinning, getting some daylight on the ground. It's gonna take some time, but I think after we get to burning, get this daylight on the ground where we can get some green growing. I mean, these pines I'm looking at right now, there's a little bit of food around the edges, but not much, not what it needs. I've been seeing a lot of big deer killed, and most of them's around farm country. The ultimate here would be to get these pines cut way back where the daylight will get on the ground and burn them. Get all the hardwood competition out and let the grasses and the briars and stuff come back. A lot of tonnage of food in that. The ultimate would be to have a bunch of free choice protein feeders here. I would love to do that one day. That's not going to happen right now, because you're talking about getting into an expense. I don't know. I'm going to study on it. I just think some of these deer would be better. I just don't think they got the right food. That's just what I'm boiling it down to. Not that there's not some good deer here, but it's just not what we want. And I think we're lacking nutrition. I really, really do. And it'll be a long-term thing to get where we want it, I think. But just gonna have to keep working on it. But that deer a while ago had the body size. Not saying his genetics were perfect, but he was a good deer. I'm gonna say that deer. He was that 4 or 5 year old, maybe 6. I wish he'd got a little closer. It looked like he had an old gray face, like that big 8 point would kill. We got the age structure down here, and I was worried that we couldn't hold mature deer here, but we're doing that. They just hadn't got the racks that we want. I know I don't think it's all genetics. I think it's a lot of groceries too. So it's still raining. I'm about ready to get down and go eat. But we're gonna hang tight for a little bit longer. I just want to talk to y'all a little bit about that. We got some work to do here, and we're gonna do that. It's gonna PJ getting wound up. It's gonna be some interesting videos and some studying, but we're gonna work on it. PJ, quit. You done come all the way around to my other side now. Settle your butt down. Is just barely an 8-point. Dadgum, I need to shoot that there. But I really don't want to. Just walking and looking, ain't he? Trying to find him a duck. Got pretty good brow tines. That's about all he's got. He might walk right up here in our lap, y'all. Quit, PJ. Quit chewing on my back. Man, that deer's got a good frame, y'all. Finna come right in here behind me. I'm gonna let him walk, y'all. He finna come in here behind me and smell me. I wanna shoot something better than that. It's just about made a circle all the way around us. circled all the way around behind me. Finally got my wind. I'm hoping that deer is younger than I think. I'm hoping he's 3 or 4, but man, I don't know. He sure ain't got the rack at that age that I'd like to see. But first thing we gotta do is get this food as best as we can get it. See if we can't push a little better racks. Nice deer though. If I hadn't have killed what I've killed so far, I probably would have shot him. But I really wasn't wanting to shoot much with my rifle anyway. I'd rather be hunting with my bow, but right when I come out we will. I'm about got cool in here. Hungry too. Me and PJ might have to get down here in just a few minutes. See what time it is. 9 o'clock. Turned into a little better morning seeing that deer. It helps a lot to see one like that. Comes a buck. Long way down there. Come here. Come on. Alright y'all, so me and PJ, who's being lazy again, sitting in the shooting house. We just got here and we done had deer both ways. I say we being lazy. We hunting. We just got my rifle. But that's alright. There's another deer down there. I used to love hunting these spots where I could see a long ways, but sometimes I don't now. You just wear you out. I just would be sitting there watching one trail, but we ought to get into some action this afternoon. We already got into some. We still got, I think it's a couple hours before dark, so we've had a pretty good day so far today though. I'm ready to see something big. PJ is wired up. I let her run most of the way to the shooting house, hoping she'd take a nap. She will in a minute. I believe that's a different buck than we saw a while ago. I'm gonna take him a leak and that's great. I may have picked the wrong stand. I'm trying to hold this thing steady. It's far, it's hard. Very long. Let me work on this camera a minute. I mounted this big camera on a lighter tripod and it ain't quite as steady as my other one. That's a different buck, I believe. He's a little wider. He walking right now, that's for sure. That's another deer in that scrape. I ain't sure what he is. We might need to move down there. Ain't sure what that is. I think I see horns. Yeah, I do. I think. You talk a little bit when they're a mile away, can't you? You better watch out. Something gonna come in close. That might have been a doe. I wasn't even paying no attention. Alright, we finally got something coming here pretty close. I like my bow hunting and all, but it is fun sometimes to just come sit up here where you can see a long ways and watch. Especially when they're chasing does, because you never know what's going to pop up. I gotta keep a lookout both ways. Yeah, I just looked at my watch. We got about an hour and 50 minutes, something like that. That clover's still pretty green. They liking it too, ain't they? Alright, PJ's finally going to sleep. I need 2 cameras in this stand like this. One on both sides where I could have to pick his tripod up. They definitely walking. I ain't sure how many we done seen. Let's see. 3, 2, 4, 5, 6, 9 maybe. Ain't been here for about 10, 15 minutes. This is one of them days when they start moving this early that I'm begging might walk out before dark. We gotta stay on our toes because they on the move. Picked the wrong stand. Look like something done got a hold of him. He come down here, I'm gonna let this 308 get a hold of him. We got too many of them things now. He'll have a hard time catching something on 3 legs. He probably can though, they're survivors. I thought that last one that came out was gonna have a buck behind her, but she looked back, it was just her fawn though. They're gonna work on that clover today. We're gonna have a buck come out here in a minute with all these does. Hope so anyway. This one here might smell me. That wind's kind of gonna be going that direction. She's still a long way though. Thought I saw something moving over there. Must just be the bushes. was a pretty little old buck. I think he might circle back around and come on back down there where them does are. He was straight downwind of us. Alright, y'all, me and PJ made it out. We had a super day today. A lot of deer, pretty good many deer this morning, and that good buck, boy, he got me crunk up. Whew. I'd love to see that deer get some more mass on him, maybe get a little more time length if he will. I just don't know. Just don't know. Just not what I'm looking for here later in the season. But anyway, tested the Milwaukee jacket this morning, and my battery wasn't charged all the way up, but it's gonna do pretty good. Pretty doggone good. And the jacket's comfortable itself and warm itself without even being on. But anyway, had a busy hunt this afternoon. Saw a lot of deer, a few small bucks. Just sometimes it's fun to just go sitting in them shooting houses. My preference is hanging on the side of a tree, whether I have my rifle or my bow. I'm not through bow hunting completely yet, but sometimes when I get to chasing these does like this, sometimes if you got the opportunity with a rifle, you just might want to have it. But we're not done with the bow. I may get it out in the morning. I don't know. I just have to decide. But anyway, all in all, a good day. Me and PJ is headed to the house, feed the dogs, and find us something warm to eat. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Appreciate y'all watching. Out of here.